welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of Sincerely Yours on the Uprising Network. All right, where we gonna start, man? It's been a couple months since I talked to y'all directly. So, oh man, the month of February, my birthday was on the 1st. Got a lot of love for like a week straight, man. A lot of people did some nice things for me, man. That was pretty cool. I'm at the point now in my life where I just, if anybody want to do something nice for me, I'm gonna let them. I'm accepted. I used to always run from that, excuse me. Anybody trying to do anything, I'll be like, no, don't worry about it. No, don't worry. No, I'm accepting everything. I'm accepting everything moving forward. The only thing I got to work on is learning how to accept compliments. Like, I'm still terrible with that. They make me want to ball up in the corner. Make me want to ball up in the corner and hide my face. Anywho, thank y'all for the well wishes. Yes, I had a health scare, excuse me. A health scare. This happened on Valentine's Day. I had woke up that morning just feeling it all day. Like, my body was just like achy. And it came to a head that Valentine's night. And I had to make it I went to the emergency room. Not to go into detail what my issue is, but I will say that I'm feeling a lot better. It took about 2 weeks to get back on my feet, to be honest, to be for real, to feel like myself. But it's not life or death. I'm not going to die. I will be okay. I will be okay. But while I was sitting on my hands and not really, I didn't do anything. Also, I didn't do anything while I was recuperating. I didn't open my Final Cut. I didn't do anything for the network. I stopped everything and really just sat on my hands. And what I did, I thought. All I did was think. And scroll YouTube and my phone and things like that. And my algorithm, man, I'm just really analyzing my algorithm as I'm just sitting on my butt all day. Like, I remember when I first started how I would spend hours and hours and hours researching cameras, camera tricks, editing, all of that, right? And I feel like anybody who's copped a camera has done that, whether before they bought the camera or after they bought the camera, whatever. But they've done it. We've all are victims of it. I don't want people to confuse doing research with being productive. You can, basketball reference incoming. You can sit and watch NBA highlights all day, every day, for weeks straight. But if you're not touching that court, you're not going to be no better at it. You got to go out and make mistakes. You got to go out and pay your dues. You got to go out and do things like my early days, man. You got to go do things like try to find that location that you ain't seen no other videographer or photographer use. And that might mean scaling the side of a building to get to the rooftop. So this artist can have this shot overlooking the city. Or you got to film some events you don't want to really do so you can get your weight up and your experience, or working with some artists doing some songs you really don't like just to get your weight up, just to get your portfolio together. And that's what I did. You got to go out and pay your dues. And I've seen a lot of videos I've seen titles like, buy this equipment I bought this equipment and I made $100,000 in a year as a videographer. Here's the thing about that. Here's the honest truth. Don't believe all of that. Don't believe all of that. People be coming up with these fake personas, and also a lot of those videos be sponsored. And when they're sponsored, you can only take what they got to say with a grain of salt, man. They can say something like, yeah, I'm sponsored, but I'm still going to give my honest opinion and review on it. And what it'd be positive every single time. You can sit back and watch all the camera tricks and all of that, but you got to go out and make mistakes and pay your own dues. You got to go out and get those reps in. You got to go out in the field, get some footage, sit down in front of that editing software for hours at a time, and figure out, all right, what this transition do? Dang, all right, what this text do? All right, maybe I need to buy some plugins to get this YouTube effect that I can't get. I don't know how to keyframe. Dang, how do I do this? How do I do that? You got to go and just sit there and figure it out. Just sit on YouTube ain't gonna do it. It ain't gonna do it. That's a big mistake that I've seen a lot of people make, man. And then I go on things like anytime I go on Instagram, they always suggest on like threads on threads. Like it's camera related thread stuff. And I always see bougie camera users with, because they have this new camera that just came out and then this new lens that came out today better than everybody else. That is one thing I hate, because at the end of the day, a lot of that stuff don't matter. That stuff don't matter, man. I remember when I first got my camera and I was sitting there and I was trying to shoot and be like, all right, what did they tell me to do on this video? And my stuff came out trash. What I did was I cultivated my own tastes. My whole perspective on all that changed when I stopped looking at myself as a videographer and more like an artist. My camera is my paintbrush. It's not going to always be technically correct. Sometimes it might be a little dark. Sometimes it might be just right. Sometimes the colors might be hidden. I try to do things that feel good to me. When I was in school, man, they taught us a lot of the technical things that, like back in the day, before there was any social media and you got into the business to make these things look this way because that's the movie standard. And then most of the content or most of the things you're producing look exactly the same as everybody else's. There's no individuality. And that's not sweet. Another thing that I noticed that I really thought about when I was sitting on my hands is that about AI. AI is definitely going to take some jobs from the industry. So the best way I feel like to extend your time, your career, is back to the individuality that I was just talking about. You have to provide something, your vision that nobody else can provide. It's not going to get there when your work looks exactly like everybody else. You sit and you watching them videos, and a lot of times they look exactly the same as 20, 50 other people on YouTube. And you'd be like, dang, man. Like, okay, they teaching me the technical stuff, but like, what do you want to do? Like, think about what you want to do. And for me, I want to be talked about as an individual. Yes, I have the Uprising Network, and yes, there is a team, but at the same time, I do create a lot of things on my own. I want to be looked at as an individual artist, the same way they talk about Basquiat, or I don't even got to name no names, but it's the same way they talk about artists in that way. I want to be talked about that way. So I don't have no limits to nothing I do because I'm an artist. I'm not necessarily just a videographer. I am an artist, and my whole perspective changed when I looked at things like that. So I think a lot of individuality is going to keep your career alive with AI. I looked at a couple videos of people using AI for like videos, and I'm like, I can't lie. A lot of it does look pretty good if you don't know what you're looking for. But I know, like, I can't see myself. Wow, excuse me. I can't see myself relying on it in a sense of that's where I like my bread and butter is coming from. Like, sure, don't run from AI. You can use it, sure, to a degree. I even no, I actually no, I haven't, because one thing I try to study AI so it's no surprises, so I can know how to prepare myself, and it's things like using it as an extension of your tool belt, like Chat GPT, for example. I would never have it write anything for me, but I can see how people use it to help prompt ideas. I haven't done that yet because I'm too handsy on, like, I like the pride of coming up with something myself. I like the pride of that. I like being a magician, of taking this ball of clay and making my own thing, and boom. I think that's so sweet to me to be able to do that. So with AI, I think I know I said this like 4 or 5 times already. I think you need to be a little bit more of an individual. Which leads me to the next thing. I made my mind up that I'm going to go get my degree. I'm going to go get my marketing degree. And it sparked because I noticed that our home sports teams, I did my research about everybody that's that makes the decisions, not necessarily the team. I'm not talking about the team. I'm talking about the things around the team, the creative marketing around the team. And our home teams I feel like they don't represent our Detroit community very well. So I said to myself, let me do the research of everybody that's making the decisions in the room. And I put a list together. I put a list together of everybody. And most of them, no, I ain't gonna say most of them, all of them, not even from here. That's the biggest thing. You don't have any real Detroiters in the room. So when you collaborate with non-Detroiters that have a Detroit brand, that really sets me off. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go get my degree because it seems like to be a requirement to be in those seats. Do I feel like I need it? No. Based on all the experiences I done had with the network and like all the opportunities I created for myself, no, I don't feel like I need it. But it seems like I said, it's a requirement. So I'm gonna get it. And why not go get my marketing degree? Why not go learn more? Why not try to get better? So that's what I'm gonna do. I think being born and raised in Detroit, being educated in Detroit, advancing whatever field that I'm in, my community spaces, advancing that to another level, and also eventually educating in Detroit is very important to me. I feel like that's very important. So I'm going to do all those things. I'm eventually work my way to get my degree at Wayne State. That's what I'm doing. I'm giving myself 5 years to do it. I'm giving myself 5 years. I'll be in my early 40s. Jordan to be about to graduate high school. And really it's like, for one, why not go get it? Because I feel like I have so much to learn. And then I also can't teach someone else how to go through the fire of all this everything, a part of this journey that I've been on, if I haven't been through it myself. I don't have no mentors. So a lot of times I have a lot of people questioning me about what to do next, what to buy, what should I do on this show idea, or people want to run ideas by me all this, because there's like I've looked for a mentor, bro. Like outside of when I was an intern, those guys, they done moved over to California. One of them did. The one, Dante, he did. Gianni, I don't know where the hell Gianni is. But I don't have those guys around no more. And to be quite honest, they don't I've developed into something that they haven't done. I've developed into something a lot more. A lot more. I got a lot more hyphens in my title than what they've worked on, respectfully. Respectfully. So I'm making my footprints in the sand and in the snow, and I got these people next to me. I don't want to say behind me, because there is a generation, of course, that I want to teach that's behind me. But people that's with me, I want to carry us along all the same way, bro. All the same way. I want to be a resource, and that's actually happening. I don't want to say too much yet, but it's actually happening. I'm gonna show you when it's going down, but it's happening. The Uprising Network being a resource in so many different capacities. I love it. I love where I'm headed. I'm feeling like the roof is gone. The sky is the limit for me. I could do literally whatever I want. And when I get this degree, I feel like there's no excuse. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. And these seats that I'm trying to get into, I'm gonna make a difference. And when I get into them seats, I gotta bring people with me. They coming with me. Um, Man, what else I got on my mind? Hold on, I got a list. I got a list. I feel like I might have said everything already. Hold on. Once I get this degree, man, my thing is, here come another sports reference. I want it bad. I want to play all 48 minutes. I don't want to come off the court. I want to stay in the game at all times, because I have, like, in every aspect, I can do whatever. I can do whatever. And I want to showcase that. And I'm just getting so much better at what I do. So much better at what I do. And it's nothing nobody can really tell me or stop me from doing. As a creator. Now, my career, 9 to 5, I got people I got to answer to, man. Oh, my God, man. Oh, Lord. Oh, man, there's something else that I want to talk about. But okay, my intuition is telling me that I should find a better way to discuss what I want to say. Yeah. So I'll hold off on that thought. As far as gotta eat, it is still coming. It is still coming, man. I've been editing. I've been laughing my ass off at the episodes, man. The things that people say, and I can't wait for people to see it. I got a whole plan. I'm gonna tell y'all this plan too. If you gotten this far in the video, I'm gonna tell you this plan. My plan is I want to do a handful of game shows, produce a handful of game shows throughout the year. And then on New Year's Eve, do a live version of all these game shows and bring in the New Year's with a game night. Everybody come and just have a dog ass time. And bring in the new year having fun. Everybody looking for something to do. There's always parties going on. I would like to host, not even host, maybe I have somebody else host it, but produce a game night to bring in the new year. I think that's a really sweet idea. And I found the host for my next game show. I found the host. It's a guy too, which I've been looking for more guys to work with. It's a guy too. He gonna be real good at the next one. But yeah, it's coming, man. The fact that I had to park myself and not do any work for a couple weeks, and then when I went back to work, happened to be a lot going on to where my back itch, where I couldn't really get back to it like I wanted right away. So I'm still in the editing process. The release date gonna get pushed back a little bit, but it's okay. I work on my own time, and it's gonna be a hit whenever it drops. Feels good, man. So I'm glad to be back on my feet. We are now entering the 3rd month. Still in the first quarter. Still in the first quarter. And it's a lot of special things going to happen, man. It's a lot of special things going to happen. Well, also, these hoodies behind me, I still got a few left. It's like one. I still got a few of them left, man. They still $40 on the site. They on sale. I'm trying to get rid of them. I got some more colors coming. I am gonna do a pop-up still, but I'm trying to catch back up on all the work that I've been behind on for the last 2-3 weeks. So bear with me on that, but it's coming. But in the meantime, you can visit the Uprising shop, and we got still some hoodies on there. They various sizes. I definitely don't have a full size run, and I mostly only have burgundy and like four greens left. So yeah, go ahead and cop them while they cheap, because when I get some new colors, those won't be $40. So until next time, please keep watching the Uprising Network. Please subscribe to the Uprising Network. That's all I got for today.